So the mapping has clarified exactly what areas to add my lightness to. To see the different sectioning options we have to work with before we can start applying. You ready? The first approach we could take is using a slice. A slice is like a rectangular section with a certain depth. It is the thickness of the section that will allow us to paint on the surface of the hair without any bleeding underneath the section. Bleeding is what could cause spots in the hair. Sectioning using a slice allows for more precision in your application. This helps to create strong contrasting effects. Another option is the V shape. It really is like a small triangular segment of hair. This is very forgiving sectioning, allowing you to create the most seamless look. The deeper the V section, the softer the effect. The natural high points of the section can appear as soft highlights, blended into the lighter ends. Next up, we have a zigzag or like a W section. Much bigger and brighter than the V, covering a bigger surface. Lightening the peaks of your zigzag will allow for more lightness close to the roots while still maintaining a balayage feel. The deeper the zigzags, the more dramatic the effect. A zigzag is your ideal choice when looking for a stronger colour or maybe looking for more lightness to be exposed. This will provide your finished results with more highs and lows within the lengths. Next, we will have a look at the angles we use as well as how tension plays a key role for the application. So, working horizontally will make the light appear even from right to left. Sections that are placed diagonal on the head creates lightness on the high points of the head. So when sectioning diagonally towards the face or towards the back, the higher point of the lightness lives at the top of your section. I would even say the use of correct tension is the secret for surface painting. The tension you put on that strand of hair enables better diffusion of the product onto the hair, therefore creating softer colour transition. How can I hold maximum tension on the hair strand and making sure I will get the best transition possible between my colours? Let's have a look together. Create a clean section with a pintail comb. Then comb the hair and hold it at mid-shaft in your hand. If you're right-handed, hold it in your left hand, and in the right hand if you're left-handed. The key here is to hold the hair between the thumb and your index finger. If you need a stronger tension, because you might have very thick hair, use all the fingers of your hand to support your thumb. This will give you more stable tension as you apply your product. So now our section is under control. Well, not quite yet. If I'm holding the hair with tension, what is then the correct elevation? The elevation of your section helps personalizing that balayage. But how is that? Difference in elevation directly affects more diffuse line of transition or give it more strength. How soft or how defined do I want my colours transitioning from dark to light? Let me show you this on a real section and it should make it clearer. When holding the hair with respecting the natural fall, it means we use no extended elevation. So to speak, it creates a stronger colour effect, stronger transition. Here you basically brush your colour in where you want to see it. Now let's elevate straight out from the head. This diffuses the transition or creates a more blended effect. This is the perfect elevation for large sections as it blends the transition better than the natural fall. And what happens if I lift it even further? This is used very often around the face to create a very subtle transition. In this area, around the face, this is achieved by over-directing the hairs backwards, and this creates a seamless transition between the colours. But be creative, use over-direction whenever you feel like having fine and light transitions, no matter in which direction you're over-directing. Try to remember this phrase. The higher the elevation, the smoother the colour transition. So how are we doing so far? Let's see if you remember this. Can you recall the 3 types of sectioning you have covered today? Okay, it's a slice, a V and a zigzag. That's correct.